And what I always want to know is, okay, is this a quack diet? Is this a diet that's okay? It's a high protein, very low carbohydrate plan, and it promises you will lose the weight, and not only lose it, you will keep it off. The program has 4 phases altogether, and you can get coaching, and the coaching would be $29.99 per month. Now, phase 1, they call it the attack phase, and they claim it's short, quick and successful weight loss. It's for 2 to 5 days. If you need to lose more than 40 pounds, it could take you maybe up to 7 days, and they definitely want you, if you need to lose more than 40 pounds, to consult with your doctors. Ketosis, that's the goal. And ketosis is when your body is triggered to burn fat for energy instead of carbohydrate. And on this phase, the attack phase, they only want you to use pure protein foods. Those are the only foods that are allowed. And they're saying there are 68 animal proteins, and they will give you a list of those. But some of them I will just go over very briefly, this pure protein, and some of them would be fish such as cod, shrimp, tilapia, crab, salmon. Some of those choices really aren't good choices, but anyway, poultry, chicken, turkey, guinea fowl, and eggs, hens and quail eggs. You can have 1 egg yolk daily if you do not have any cholesterol issues. It's a lot of egg yolks. Lean meats, you can have beef, ham, veal. Other foods allowed are fat-free dairy products, tofu, tempeh, low-fat deli meats. Those are some of the pure protein foods that you will have when you're following the attack phase. And in phase 1, it's touted during this phase, eating the pure protein will be very satisfying. So you won't be hungry, and it will flush out the excess water. So if you're retaining a lot of water, you're really going to feel better because you're going to see the numbers go down on the scale. Strongly encourage, since you aren't going to be losing a lot of fluid, to drink 6 to 8 glasses of water. And you can have some oat bran during this time. Then the next phase is phase 2. Now, phase 1 and phase 2 are what they call the weight loss phase. And in both phases, they encourage physical activity. So phase 2, they call it the cruise phase. And it states that on the Dukan diet, you can lose 1 pound every 3 days. 100 unlimited foods on the phase 2 plan. And you can also have the 68 animal protein. 32 non-starchy vegetables, and when we say non-starchy vegetables, you can't have our favorites, potatoes, corn, sweet potatoes, yams. But you will get the list of those foods that you can have, so there's no guesswork. Phase 3 is the consolidation phase, and that's the transition between the strict food list and some spontaneity. And during this phase, it lasts 5 days for every pound lost. You complete this phase, and it's touted you will maintain your weight loss, but you must adhere to the plan in its entirety. Also in phase 3, there's a reintroduction of the fun foods, but in limited amounts. You are still to follow 1 day of a pure protein food, which according to this plan is your insurance for maintenance weight loss. And again, they encourage physical activity. Boss Battle, Strategies to Fight Fat. It's a course that's coming soon. I thought it was important for me to share these thoughts and how you can achieve weight loss and weight maintenance. Definitely, it's a course coming soon, so be watching. Then phase 4 is the stabilization phase. You stabilize your true weight for the rest of your life. 3 simple steadfast rules. 1, consume 3 tablespoons of oat bran daily. 2, choose stairs whenever possible. And 3, have your pure protein Thursday. So there it is. It's Thursday is your pure protein day. Now, what's the real deal? I always want to know what other health experts and organizations say, and I look into it. I have my perspective as well. And on my program, I just don't present any diet, but I do a thorough review because I want to recommend to you what could be the best for most people. But here are some of the things that are pros. It eventually includes vegetables and some fruits, but very limited in the beginning phase. You have specific guidelines, and I do like that. If you are having some struggles or you need some motivation or you have some concerns, they do offer consultation. And definitely you should experience some weight loss. So that's good. You don't have to count calories. So that is a plus with this plan. You should have some sense of a flexibility with this plan as you move toward the latter phases. And they do encourage exercise. So those are the things that I do like about the Dukan diet. Some of the concerns are, it's very restrictive in the beginning. You only have to eat nothing but the protein on those pure protein days. It could be a bit rigid if you're socializing. It could be a bit rigid if it falls on a holiday. It's a maze. You have to be very in tune to follow it carefully. There are a lot of regulations and stipulations. Another concern would be ketosis. Now, ketosis, some people may experience nausea, vomiting, tiredness. Another concern is the large amounts of protein that you take in on those pure protein days in particular. Large amounts of protein could pose health risk because, particularly with your kidneys are there to extract waste from the protein, and then you're going to form that urea. And then there are large groups of people that are told you can't follow this program. You know, if you have depression, that's a lot of people. Diabetes dependent on insulin, those are a number of people. People who have eating disorders, that's a number of people. Or pregnant or breastfeeding. There's really no evidence, at least to date, that strong studies that have been done to support that those 1,000 people that went on this program, those 1,000 people 3 years later have maintained their weight well. And then the other issue is, most people are having problems with weight because they don't want to exercise for whatever reason, or they exercise, but they're just not consistent with it. So if you could be consistent with it, you probably didn't need to go on this program. So the reasons why you weren't exercising or exercising regularly before, I don't think that they would just disappear because you're on the Dukan diet plan. And then the other thing I want to look at are, what are the reviews? What are the reviews of people who are actually have done the program on? And if you were to look over about 3,000 reviews, if you look at the different reviews, let's just say, the average is 4.2 out of 5 stars to 4.3 out of 5 stars, which is fairly decent. I'm never one who supports high protein diets. That's not the diet that we were meant for. Please subscribe. You can come to Das Cafe because here we serve good living.